episode of Shorthand Animated Improv. I'm joined by friend and improviser Stephanie Jarosz.
Right, like you just can't. I always second guess how to say addict when you're like addicted to something.
Oh yeah.
Isn't it addict? Yeah. I always want to say addict, like, and I don't know why, and I always have to like catch myself before I say it, because I'm like, oh, slow down, you're gonna mess it up, right before you say it.
Yeah. Hello, if you're watching or listening to this, thanks so much for checking it out. This is Shorthand Animated Improv, and I'm Mike, your host. Joining me this week is my friend and improv buddy, Stephanie Jarosz. Stephanie and I play on commitment issues together. And Stephanie is just a pretty likable person. She gets along with virtually everybody. One thing I admire about her, she's a good conversationalist. If you hang out with her, it's never empty conversation or just small talk, which is always refreshing in a day and age when we kind of all small talk. So it's really cool. And of course, Stephanie's a blast to improvise with. She's always got your back. She's make great character choices, as she does in the take that we chose to animate. So, Stephanie is great. Don't ever call her Steph unless you know her. We did talk for a little while, and it was a bit tough to find the best parts because there was a lot of really funny parts. We did talk a fair amount about cooking, a thing we both like to do. It's a lot more fun than baking, since baking is an exact science. It's like I have like 9 bowls, somehow 3 spatulas, like 2 whisks.
Yeah.
Even though I own 2
Right.
whisks, but I have like 2 of them.
Right.
Like the kitchen is filled with
Right.
flour somehow.
And you're like, your hands are like coated in all this crap, and you're like, how am I supposed to touch anything? Because I'll like,
Yep.
you're like, oh, let me try to open my fridge door that's suction cupped closed with my one pinky, and then you're like,
Yep.
ugh.
This is supposed to yield 36 cookies. There's 9 cookies.
My 9 like huge cookie cake size cookies. Yeah.
Always like 9 cookies. I always start like super like overzealous. I'll have like a cookie like the size of my head, and then I have to get smaller. It's like when you write on a sign when you start writing happy birthday.
Oh my god, yeah. And then you're like, oh, the last 3 are gonna be nice and
happy
thin.
birthday.
Yeah.
Side of, like,
or
a
it's
paper.
like the dash, and then you're like, why at the very bottom. So it's like birthday, why? Yeah. Oh my god. Or like bubble letters too. I feel like that was always so wonky.
That used to stress me out as a
Right?
kid.
Like,
I had like, I'm sure everyone had handwriting tests, but like,
yeah, like
if I got
penmanship
to
and stuff.
squeeze the margin at the end of a page, it would just throw me off.
Oh yeah.
Like, if it was like an essay, it would just,
Right.
I would just feel like the formatting was off, and suddenly if you read my work, if you
Right.
read my essay, it would be bad because of that. And
Yeah.
I got really good at like getting my font really small towards the end of a page.
Oh yeah,
That's
yeah.
about all I remember from grade school. And then didn't really,
Right. I'm trying to think of like ours for because we had penmanship like books. Do you remember that? Like when you were learning cursive.
Oh yeah.
And then it was like you repeated, the one letter like B uppercase and lowercase like 80 times or whatever.
Yeah.
And there were certain ones like Q, and Q looked like a backwards 2 or whatever. And even to this day, like I feel like when I rarely write in cursive, or if I do, it's like a modified cursive where it's kind of print, but then I'm just like so quick that I'm like, oh, I'm putting them all together, like they're all attached, whatever. But
I can promise you, if I've ever written cursive and it is a Q, the Q would always look like a Q. Have you never
yeah,
goofy
like
looking
I think
Q?
I literally would just do a circle, and then I'd make the bottom part of the Q just kind of like a nice little swoosh. It's like, ooh, like soft. You know what I mean? Like, but yeah, that would. I don't. Yeah, because isn't it like this? It's like.
Yep, it looks like.
Yes.
When you read it, it looks like a 2.
Yeah, it's not like a complete circle.
There's a company called like Zilly. Not Zulily, but Zilly. I don't know what they did. I saw them. I see their billboard all the time going up to Wisconsin. And I still, up until this moment, thought it was like 2 Willy. And I'm like, what? Such a weird number 2 Willy. But no, it's Z. It's a Z. It's
Oh my
Zilly.
god, yeah.
Can't even read it because no one's used to reading cursive like that.
Also, when you have that kind of a brand, it's like no one knows how to pronounce it, and you're trying to like launch this like new brand or whatever, and people are just completely misreading it for whatever reason. Like even like I mean, Lululemon's like a bad example because people know what it is now, but like I'm sure when people first saw that, we're probably like, Lululemon, like do you say lemon? What is it French? Like it was from Canada, so like people could have easily been like, oh, it's from like British Columbia. Well, I guess British Columbia wouldn't be French, but you know what I mean, like that kind of thing. Yeah, and you just like have no idea how to pronounce it. Just anytime you're pronouncing things wrong, embarrassing. Like I used to think that What would you call like the wiener dog? Like the actual name of a wiener dog, like the German name of it.
Oh my gosh, I can't even think. Like a Wiener Schnitzel?
No,
Wiener.
that's a food.
Certainly.
No, it begins with a D.
Oh, like a Dachshund or Dachshund?
It's pronounced Dachshund.
Dachshund. Oh.
But for the longest time, I thought it. Oh wait, no, it's not Dachshund. Dachshund's wrong. It's Dachshund. Dachshund.
I thought it was a different dog.
No, I think it's a thing because like it's DACHSHUND, and I always thought it was Dachshund because that's what it looks like, but it's actually Dachshund. Like it's probably like Dachshund or something like that.
Something today.
But for the longest times, like I thought it was Dachshund.
I thought those were two different dogs.
No, I think.
Dachshund.
Now I'm getting all confused. I'm pretty sure I said Dachshund is right and Dachshund is wrong.
You're probably right. I could not.
But I definitely looked like an idiot.
My mom growing up until we were like 16, and my brother still gets embarrassed by this. She would pronounce words wrong when we were learning them, and for like the longest time, we would just say them wrong. Like hippopotamus is what my mom would say, not hippopotamus. Hippopotamus.
I would say hippopotamus too.
Right. Yeah. But it's like hippopontamus. It's hippopontamus, but like my mom says hippopotamus, and it's just like I remember the first time I said that it was over my dad's side of the family, and I was like, "Oh, it's a hippopotamus," and everyone's like, they looked over at me.
I feel like they sound the same to me.
When they do. Is it something to easily overlook?
It's really subtle.
It's like certificate. My mom would say certificate.
Certificate.
Yeah. And this asshole here, up until like I probably was like 20, and I didn't know how to spell it. I could spell it fine. But if I say I'm like certificate, look at this certificate.
Right, and you're probably getting a certificate for something like to do with intelligence or something like that. So it's like, like just like a horrible thing to mispronounce in general.
Thank you for this intelligent learner certificate.
Right, I'm a learned man, as you can see on my certificate.
There was one more. I'm trying to think and even now my mom pronounces it that way, and she does it half as a joke because it drives Anthony nuts, and half that I think is just instilled in her brain.
Right, like you just can't. I always second guess how to say addict when you're like addicted to something.
Oh yeah. That's one of those weird.
Isn't
words.
it addict? Yeah.
Addict.
I always want to say addict, and I don't know why, and I always have to like catch myself before I say it because I'm like, oh, slow down, you're gonna mess it up, right before you say it.
I for some reason have like when you come to like a crux or like that is like a word I'll be like, oh, I've just come to this crux.
Yeah.
This crush.
Yeah, or like faux pas, like that's fox pass, like that kind of stuff. But that's, quite funny when people say it wrong and you're like, God, the state of the American education system, right?
Hey, Jenny. Jenny.
What, Eric?
Hey. I couldn't help but notice that you were in detention with me. A good girl like you in detention with me. What? What'd you do? Did you kill someone?
No, Eric, you literally know why I was here.
Oh, did I get you in trouble, Jenny? Sorry. about
Yes.
that.
You always are getting me in trouble.
I know. It's just 'cause I want to be around you.
I only...
Please go to prom with me, please.
Oh my
Jenny.
Fine.
Wait, really?
Yes, fine.
Wait, really? You'll go?
Yes, oh my God, stop. They're looking at...
Oh my God.
Stop talking. You know you're not supposed to be talking. See, oh my God.
I need to scream to the mountains.
No, stop.
Jenny,
Oh
go
my
to prom
God.
with me.
Eric, please be quiet.
Sorry about that.
Oh my
Mr.
God.
Rowski.
I literally don't want to be in here for the rest of my life. Come on.
Oh, speaking of rest of our lives, I am going to make you fall for me so hard at prom. Oh my God. Jenny,
Eric, I have a reputation to uphold. I am the nerdy girl who looks so weird in glasses, has a ponytail, but when she takes those both off, she becomes a whole different person. That is who I am.
I know, Jenny, and I'm the person who's always seen it all along. I'm here to help you sprout. That sounded terrible, Jenny. I mean, I'm here to... I've always known your beauty. Isn't that great?
Yes, of course, it's great. It's nice. It's nice to be noticed. It's nice to be noticed for being pretty and not just for being the only person that got selected for National Merit Finalist for her SAT scores in freshman year.
I know I can get cool. We can hold hands when we leave detention.
What?
We can hold hands when we leave detention.
Hands. I don't want people to think I'm a who's talking? Oh my God.
Sorry, Miss Rowski. Me again. See, I took the blame for you.
I don't want people to think that I'm just going around holding the hand of every boy that asks me to dance. Like that's just not who I am.
Oops, I dropped my pencil. I'm going to move closer. This desk seems open.
Even just sitting this close, it feels so
It's like
wrong.
we're already an old couple, married, holding hands, watching the television as we fall asleep.
God, I don't know if I'm ready to hold hands. It just seems like such a big step. I don't know.
We can just skip holding hands and we can go straight into marriage.
You know, that sounds better, honestly. I just feel like that'd be more comfortable. And then I know for sure we have a commitment that's lifelong. And, you know, you won't hold hands with anyone else. It'll only be me. We'll be the only people that hold hands ever. Like, I don't need to hold anyone else's hand. I can just hold your hand.
Miss Rowski, I'm sorry to talk, but are you able to marry two individuals by the state of Wisconsin?
Eric, I've told you at least 4 times that you cannot get married in this class.
And I thought I'd ask again, hoping you'd change your mind.
No. The answer is still no, Eric.
Jenny and I need to get married, and we need to do it now. So it's on you, Miss Rowski.
Jenny, can you please come up here really quickly? Oh my God, I'm going to get in trouble. I can feel it. Oh,
Represent our family.
my God.
Represent our family well.
Yes, I'm sorry for talking. Listen, that boy is not good for you. I'm telling you right now, he is bad news. You have a bright future ahead of you. Think about your scholarship to Stanford. Do you want to compromise that by getting involved with some boy on the wrong side of the tracks? No, I don't. I don't know. I mean, Stanford's everything. You're totally right. You're totally right.
I've gathered all of our closest friends.
Oh my God.